Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everyone is doing great today. I'm your host, Nidhi Prakash, and today we are here for the Valentine Art. As you can see, lots of different Valentine art on my art table, which we did in our past sessions, and you can see the videos of all these artworks on my YouTube channel, of course. So some of them are on the 3.5 inches square in different colors and their classic version. If you want, you can create the greeting card with them and you can extend your little drawing onto the card. So here is a little example of this Valentine's card. So these are the few examples as I'm just collecting all of them one by one. This is just with the roses and it is on the 6 inch square paper. So like this is one 6 inch square again. I love mom. You can use this artwork for the Valentine very well. If you want, you can make the greeting card like that in this one. And here is one mandala we did. It is the love knot one. There are the two hearts kind of entangling and lot of hearts uh, joining with each other. So this is a beautiful heart-shaped mandala. And here we are going to start our today's artwork on this Zentangle tile. It is a 3.5 inch square tile. You can start working on any paper. If you want, you can draw a rectangle of a 3.5 inch square, or if you want, you can work on a little bigger paper. It's absolutely up to you. So, before I start, let's see who is here with me. Hi, Anar. Hi, Shelley from Toronto. Hi, Anne from UK. Bonjour, Mimi Patch. I can't understand what you wrote, but I can understand the bonjour very well. Hi, Celine from France. Navi, good morning. Anna, good morning. Hello, Shruti. Seeing you after so many days. Good morning, Roberta. So, shall we start our Zentangle session? So, here is a little disclaimer and few hashtags, and you can add your own hashtags. This is our 56th Let's Tangle Together session. All other 55 sessions are there on my YouTube channel. You can see them in this playlist. This is the one, this is the artwork which we did in our last session. That is again based on the Valentine's theme. And in this one, this pattern is the hearts up and down, which I deconstructed. And this is the variation of, the famous Zentangle Tangle, the tune. Okay, so let's start. Is everybody ready today? Write down in the chat. Please send me thumbs up. Are you guys ready? Hi, Karen from UK. Hi, Stacy from UK. Hi, Christina. Good afternoon. Hello, Lenore. Good morning, Felicity. So nice to have you all. So let's start. Awesome. Thank you for your reply. Let's start with our first step of the Zentangle method, that is the gratitude and appreciation. I would like everybody, if you want, you can close your eyes for a few seconds or think of any good moment or you feel good about or any good moment of today, or you can just feel happy about this moment you are giving to yourself and to your supplies, to this space you are using and doing your artwork. So just feel free to feel gratitude about. I want to say thank you to all of you to join me live, and it's live journey together. So it's so much fun for me. So thank you everyone. Let's start with our second step, corner. So actually in this artwork we are going to work all the way all around it. So I'm actually skipping the corner dot part, but so no corners, no borders, but we are directly jumping to the fourth part, that is the string. So for the string, just for the suggestion, if you want, you can just on the very corner, if you divide it into four equal parts, something like that. This is the half, half of half, and half of half, equal three sections. So from this top to this bottom, we are going to draw this heart shape. It's absolutely fine if it is going little big or small. So this is the half heart shape which we are going to draw, and this is our string. That's it. Isn't it a simple string? Bonjour, Annie. Hi, Anna. Awesome. I'm here starting using this Micron 02 pen, and I'll switch to the 01 or 005 as and when required. You can do the whole tile with the 01 pen, that is also absolutely okay. So now I'm just tracing. Actually, don't trace the top line, please. We want it to be open. Just trace this inner line. This, please don't trace over the top line. Now here we are just going to draw the tangle naki. So if you want, this is the tangle naki which we are going to use in this part. So we are going to make few sections like this, dashed lines. Naki Tangle has been deconstructed by Nadine Roller. We have already added this tangle in our Tangle Marathon. If you don't know about the Tangle Marathon is a series of lots of videos where we worked on, where we created a journal based on the journal of the tangles based on the categories. And that journal is our handy resource whenever we are creating any artwork. Now I am actually changing it to 01 for drawing these inner lines. Keep rotating your paper. Keep drawing these inner aura lines on all the blocks. Let me bring it a little bit more closer. If you want, you can create the same design in a little bigger paper too. If you want, you can create the whole design with the pencil first, just for your practice, and then work on the actual tile. So in the real, this deconstruction of the Naki tangle, there are lots of these circles in in these corners which are joining these blocks. So we are not going to draw these circles in this one. That's the little variation which I want to do in this one. So here, shall I go to the next step? Please don't draw the circles in between. Just draw this wavy line over the blocks only, and keep all these blocks separated as of now. Now, if you want, you can use the pencil, and we are going to extend these two parallel lines all the way to the end. We can do a little bit wavy lines if we want, like this. And in this way, we are having lots of sections in our this tile, which we are going to fill with different tangles. Hi Andrew from Sydney. It's 3:13 a.m. and you are awake. Really? Good morning, Lisa. Just watching along, that's absolutely okay. Please write down everyone 1 and 2. If you are drawing along with me, please write down 1. And if you are just enjoying watching the video, please write down 2. Let's see who is drawing along with me and who is just watching. Awesome. I used this Naki Tangle in one of my this artwork. Where here? Here you can see this is the Naki Tangle on the very edge of this artwork. This was October last year, I think. And here is the Tangle Naki, which we just used here, and it's a little variation. We didn't do these little circles and we didn't join them, rather we extended these lines. to create this artwork, and this tangle has been deconstructed by Nadine Roller. If you have not added this tangle in your tangle marathon, please do that. If you are doing it into the circular way, you can put it into the blossom tangle, or otherwise if you are doing something like that, you can put it into the border tangle. This is our tangle marathon journal where we worked on all the different categories of the tangles. Like this is the blossom, so all the blossom category tangle here. And in the beginning we left the back paper empty so that we can add more tangles here, and we are adding more tangles as we are moving forward. So it is the wine tangle, and that's how here are different tangles of based on the different categories. So it's a very handy resource whenever we are thinking of any design. Okay, let's move forward. So now for the next tangle, I would like you to complete first this part. Then we'll move to the next part. So this part here is our very basic to-go tangle. One of my very favorite tangle is the print arm. And it goes very well in this theme because they give little bit look of the rose. So I'm here using again my 01 pen, and we are going to fill this whole area with lots of spirals. Please don't draw one over the above. Stop when the next pattern is coming in between, or you can draw in the air at that time. We use this concept draw in the air in our graphite art class a lot, or in the basic drawing, even in the cute drawing also when I'm working with small kids, young kids in the easy drawing classes. So draw in the air concept, like I tell them to draw in the air and come here and then start drawing again. And they really enjoy drawing in the air. And the best part is when you draw in the air, you don't lose that line. I used to draw in the air like a lot whenever I do any kind of the drawing. It really helps. Keep drawing little tight, small, big spirals. Variation looks good. And now I'm again using my 02 pen and making this line a little bit more weight to this inner heart line. And now we are doing little these, you see like the bottom part of the spiral are little thicker than the top part just to create this little dimension. So that's what I'm doing here. Like the bottom part of the spiral, I'm using this 02 tip pen and just making this bottom part little thicker in all the spirals. This is a little decoration you can give to your tangles, or we call them enhancements. So very subtle, not way too much. If you really want to give like very big shadows, then I would suggest you to create little open spirals so that you have space for that. Here you go. These are the little spiral with little wading. And now we are going to start working on these sections. And after that, we'll do the shading. That will be our last part. Print amp is my to-go tangle. I can add this tangle in any of my artwork. I really love using this tangle. Hey, good morning, Mom. You joined my session after so many days. My mom lives in India. I see her in the chat. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for your this lovely feedback. Morning, Jan. Awesome. Now we are going to start working on our these different sections. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, and I'm going to use two different um, tangles in these different sections alternate. So you can choose which how many sections you have and how you want to divide. So first tangle which we are going to use is the heart alley tangle, and the next tangle is a very new tangle which I have deconstructed. So after that we are going to use that tangle. So let's start working for this. So the print amp has been deconstructed by Zentangle. It's a Zentangle original tangle. And this heart alley tangle has been deconstructed by CZT Lee AK. Okay, so I'm going to start working on this block first and then these two blocks. So that's how I'm going to use this one. This is a beautiful heart tangle as well as the grid tangle, as we are going to work on the augie grid. So we are going to create the augie grid here from the corner. Draw this S curve like this. Again, feel free to draw first with the pencil if you want. So this is the basic augie grid. Like in the curve, as you see, these are the little pods where we are going to draw. So I would like you to draw one more aura line. in each section. So there will be 3 lines then. It's a little different than this one, as I try to use different variations of the tangles in the artwork. The same tangle but with little different variation. Draw slow, no rush. The best part is these are the non-representational artwork. And no competition. I'm using Micron 02 pen here. So I just did double line on the each side of those augie grid, and now we have all our these blocks. So first I'm working on this one big whole pod so that it makes our whole artwork clear, where we are going to draw these 2 hearts. Start from this base, coming all the way to the center. And then start from here base. So whatever space you are left with, you are just going to draw this big size or small size heart shape in that leftover area. So just fill your all these blocks with whatever shape of heart you can fill in. And after that, we are going to fill the leftover space. So now this time I'm changing my pen to a little thicker tip pen. 08 pen work. 08 will work very nice in this space where we are going to just fill this leftover space. It will speed up the process to use this thicker tip pen. Be careful, don't go inside the heart. It might look a little confusing, this tangle, little bit in the beginning, but you do step by step, then it's really very easy and beautiful. Thank you, Lee, for this beautiful tangle, and thank you, Nadine, for this Naki tangle. And of course, thank you, Zentangle. for so many beautiful tangles. So every alternate Saturdays and Sundays, like one weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I'm taking these live sessions, and there are no sessions on the next Sunday, and then again next to next Sunday we are taking one session. So Saturdays sessions are all the Mandala sessions, and Sunday sessions are all the Zentangle sessions. In past two Saturday session, yesterday we worked on this. This was yesterday's session, and this was the last Saturday session. So these are the two Saturday sessions where we worked on the mandala based on the Valentine theme. They all are on these beautiful hearts. It was so nice, and thank you everyone who shared your artwork on my Facebook and Instagram and other social media. Those were amazing. If you want, you can add colors, or you can add your other favorite mediums in these artworks. Be very careful where to fill, where not to fill. So we drew one extra line in the middle. That is the little extra in this one. Little variation. Take your time, don't rush, because there are lots of ink we are putting in on the paper. Make sure you are not smudging, and we are not leaving any white space also, because sometimes after even filling a lot of ink, you see little white paper is kind of popping up. So we need to fill that space. As you put lots of ink, so this tangle fits very well into the drama tangle too, because drama tangle is all about putting ink on the paper. If you put lots of ink, the tangle fits very well in the drama category. right? So how many of you have worked on the Tangle Marathon and created the journal? Okay. Love that heart-shaped Zentangle. Thank you, Rajni. Can we have live session a little earlier like we used to have? Oh, Rajni, I know this is a little late for India, but I have moved to the Pacific time and it is 8 a.m. for me. Earlier than that would be way too early for me, Rajni. Uh, that's perfectly fine, Andrew. Now we are going to repeat the same thing in this block here and this block here. So I'm using my Micron 2 pen. Earlier I was in North Carolina, so my timings were 3 hours early than here in Pacific time zone. It's a little difficult. I can understand that it's late. Maybe after the daytime saving, it would be better. At least 1 hour difference. A lot of people asked me and about it, that why I changed it, and it's little difficult for the people, especially in India. Okay, now again I'm changing it to 08 so that I can fill it quicker. So I take online classes for younger kids, start from age 8, 5 years, the cute drawing and the easy drawing 8 years, graphite art classes 10 years, acrylic painting classes. Those all classes are the paid classes, and those all are the on the Google Meet in a small group setup where I can see you and you can see me too, and we all can chat together, see each other's work. And generally I make group of every class. So I'm starting a new batch of the graphite art class from March first week, but that is only for the India and the Canadian students because I live in this time zone. So India time zone doesn't work for that. And I got lots of inquiries from India, from Dubai about my those skill-based classes. So I tried a lot. It actually doesn't work because of the different time zone. But I'm happy to take students from all over USA and Canada. Be very careful, stay focused while filling this area. Don't go inside the heart, it is really important. After completing this section, I will check the chat if you guys have any questions or if anyone has written anything. I will reply that first and then I will move forward to the next section. Here you go, and these are the three tangles we have used so far. And night, yes, Roberta. Yes, I used to get up at 6:32. Yes, Roberta, when I was in the Eastern time zone, you used to wake up at 6:30 because that is the time here. I can understand. Now we are going to repeat the same thing in this little tiny sections. Please leave one block near that, as I'm very excited to tell you or to launch my one another tangle here in this section. Let's complete this one, then we'll talk about that. Repeat the same process. Double or align each side. This little tiny heart. Okay, and now I'm just using my Micron 02 pen here to fill this area because this is a little tiny area. 08 might go inside the heart shapes. So I would prefer using the little thinner tip than the 08. You can use 05, 02, 03 or just the 01. That's fine. You can do little scumbling. We learn lots of pencil techniques, shading techniques, and they start from the age group 8, but anyone can join. I have a lot of adults in my classes. Uh, you are going to learn at your own space, at your own home, at your own comfort, because those are the online classes. You are not supposed to go anywhere like these sessions. Okay, and now it is the time for a one new tangle, and the name of the tangle is Heart Flare. I'm going to give you the step outs of this tangle on my Facebook page, the picture of this one. This is the tangle Heart Flare, and if you see, here is the deconstruction paper for this tangle. As you start with the pie, then you add the aura line, then you add the knight's bridge and the tipples and these lines, and these little flares with the heart are bursting out from this beautiful decorative sun. So that is the whole concept of this tangle. I'm going to take a picture of this paper and I will give you on my Facebook page after today's session. So please feel free to add this tangle in the Tangle Marathon Journal. You can add this tangle into the heart category as well as into the edge and the terminal category also. It's a beautiful tangle just to draw on the very edge of the artwork just to give the finishing touch. I hope you like it. There is one another variation of this tangle. Like it's not really important to fill the whole heart. You can just do half and half, something like that. Or you can do the little boundary of the hearts. And The basic tangle is starting with the circle like the pie, but you can do a little different variation, like where you can create any other shape and you can do something like that. You can put this tangle into the blossom tangle where your the circle is kind of going all around and these rays are bursting everywhere all around. Same as the Naki tangle, you can put it into the blossom tangle as well as into the border tangle. So the same as like this, you can put it into the blossom tangle, edge and terminal tangle, or in the heart tangle. It's up to you which category you feel better for this. Please write down in the chat. What do you say about this heart flare tangle? So there are the three categories I suggested where we can put this tangle. And I'm going to add this tangle in my journal also in the heart category. So let's first start from this block. We are first going to draw. So what I would like in this one, instead of drawing absolutely over them, please draw this little one baseline, little aura line in these three sections. And now here, this little pie, and we are going to fill this pie. Now I'm keeping it sideways here so that I can work nicely. Now we are going to draw three aura line. That is the next step. Let me just keep it here and I'm showing you the steps here. And the other aura line. And one more aura line. Now in between the first and the second aura line, I would like you to draw lots of these straight lines. Try to draw equal distance and then you can just fill one and leave one, kind of the knight's bridge. Then we are going to draw lots of these stipples. And now fill these leftover space near the tipple, on the base of the tipple. And here we are going to do little shading. So I just did, this is although the last step, but it is inside the circle, so I just did it. And then these little flares. So here in our design, our flares are going all the way out. We are not stopping them inside, as this is the demand of this design, as our all designs are going out, but in the actual of this tangle, it's kind of stopping into this roundish shape. And then we are going to draw lots of heart. Now feel free to fill these hearts all with the black pen, or half and half, or if you want you can use different color pen to fill, or different color pen to give the border of these hearts. It's your choice. Those are the different varieties you can use as I showed you in this one. Those are the variations which you can use. After that, next step would be the little mist in the air, as little hearts are bursting from the sun. So these little diamonds in the air, that would be the last step of the drawing. You can draw as tiny hearts, as big hearts as you want. And after that, we are going to draw these little four dots in the diamond shape. One on the top, two on the bottom, and again one in the bottom. So it creates a beautiful diamond. Feel free to choose your favorite color for that. And as they are extending all the way to the corner, so we are not going to draw these dots on the top. Those are also, we are skipping in this one, but those are the part of the tangle. So this is the one tangle, and now we are going to do the same again. And here are our other tangles which we have used in this one. We are repeating the same here in little half space, as half of the pie is visible. And here is the knight's bridge. Here is the tipple. Little shadow and these beautiful rays which are holding these tiny beautiful hearts. Now I'm going to work on the same here in this section. Let me just fill this area a little bit here. Yeah. Again, this little pie. Then this aura line, 1, aura line, 2, aura line, 3, and draw these parallel lines in the first and the second aura line, and fill one section, leave one section like the checks. Then draw these orbs. And these little crescent moons inside the orbs. And these little flares. Now these flares are holding, these rays are holding these hearts. You can draw them a little closer, a little further away, a little bigger, a little smaller. It's absolutely up to you. These rays can be a little bit closer, further away based on the circles. So who is drawing in the black and white classical way or classic way, or who is using the colors or planning to use the colors? Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Rajni. Thank you, Karen. Glad you guys like this pattern. I'm just taking a quick 2 seconds break, water break. Perfect. I'm back. Okay. And let me draw one more here. Now our diamond shape. I love this one. Perfect. And let me just draw one here, flare kind of. Just to fill this border, this little corner. Okay. Now make sure that if you want to give weight to any line, want to fill any white space if anywhere is popping up, or to make lines smooth and perfect, feel free to do that. I'm just reinforcing this parallel line all the way from Naki Tangle to the very edge of the tile. just to give little neat line. This little weight to the line, it brings the whole pattern together. Just go slow. Just on the base. Perfect. And now it's the time for the shading. How is it going for everyone? Are you guys done till here, whoever is drawing along with me? So happy. You can use any pencil, any school pencil, 2B, HB pencil would work. Not way too much dark pencil, otherwise it will be very smudgy. So now I'm just here using this Zentangle pencil, and first we are going to start inside of these, inside of this heart over the print arms. Lay down lightly and then use your blending stump and do these scumbling motion, round and round, tiny round and round for the blending, like this. Beautiful. And now I would like you see where this diagonal line is going in this Naki tangle, like here. So I'm just drawing the line with the pencil, if you see here. So I'm just drawing the line with the pencil here so that I know and here inside. Shading is an important part of the Zentangle, and we did the tangle, and now we are at the sixth step, that is the shading, and it is really very important part for this any kind of the artwork. And now here I would like to shade on the outer part of this beautiful heart over these heart alley tangle, but please don't shade over these lines, then over the heart flare tangle, then again on all the sections repeat the same thing, but just please don't shade over these little big flares which are going out parallel lines. After that, we are going to do the shading besides of, these little two parallel lines. And we are going to do this just where the heart alley is. We are not going to do this in the heart flare. Very tiny circular motion with very light pressure. Keep your hands as light as possible. Kind of, we say feather light in my graphite art classes for very soft blending. Okay, now I'm looking at what we can do. Okay, so I'm not putting the um, pencil now. I'm just using my this dirty blending stump tip, and on the base of these hearts, just the base of these hearts in the heart alley tangle, I'm just using my blending stump and giving little touch of this soft blending. Okay, I think that's it. I really want to keep this open and clean here. So if you want, you can just extend it a little bit more so that you can draw more heart if it is looking very open to you. Feel free to draw a little bit more of these dots. Now we have reached to our last step. Not last, actually, step before last, that is the initial end sign and then appreciate again. So for the initial end sign, I'm writing my chop here with my this Micron 01 pen. As you have worked with me earlier, so you know the chop is your first two letters. Like my first two letters are Nidhi Prakash, so I have created my chop like this, and it goes so well with the Valentine theme. So this is my chop. You can do a little bit shading and coloring like that. You can create your chop with your first two letters, and you can add this in your artwork. And on the back of the artwork, I would suggest you to write down all the tangles which we have used. We used the Tangle Naki by Nadine Roller. It helps us whenever later we see our artwork. We use the Print Amp by Zentangle Original. So I just write Z. We use Heart Alley by Lee AK. Then we use this heart flare by Nidhi Prakash, and you can write down this is Let's Tangle Together 56. You can write down today's date, YouTube Live, or Nidhi Prakash Arts, or your own favorite thing you want to write, Valentine. And now this is the last step of today's session to appreciate again. That is my most favorite part, to hold your artwork in your hand and hold it a little further away from you. And I generally pat my shoulder and I feel good that yes, we did it and we drew. I want to say thank you to all of you to join me in this session. I really enjoyed working with you all and to launch this Tangle Heart Flare today with you all. I'm going to take a picture of this and upload it on my Facebook page where you can share your artwork. And I'm going to take a picture of this heart flare tangle this also, and I will share that too. So if you need, feel free to use whatever colors or your different marker pens in the artwork. You can use, you can create any uh, card, like this is the Valentine card. So suppose this is the your artwork, so you can do something like that, or maybe you can extend some of this little bit out. It's absolutely your choice how you want to create your greeting card. Like you see, I just extended this into the outside. This is the hearts up and down tangle, and you can create your greeting card if you feel like. Now we'll see each other next to next week. There will be no session next coming Saturday, Sunday, but yes, we'll see each other next to next week. And I'm kind of completed my yin yang mandala. That is for all my Patreons and for all my uh, YouTube members. And I'm looking for it. If I find it, I will share it with you. Where is that mandala? I kept it somewhere. Here you go. So this is the mandala, yin yang. So I've completed the video of it now, the making of this video, and will share with all my Patreons and all my YouTube members, oak and above. So you can unlock this also, as well as lot many different big colorful mandalas and big little intricate mandalas as you join me as a Patreon and as a oak member. Thank you everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Thank you for joining. Bye bye.